absolutely fun. By the way, this eggnog is tasty, but I'm gonna need to step it up a little bit. I'm sticking with the Evan Williams theme.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, but I think this is kind of a rebranded bottle. I haven't been able to find it, but it's the Evan Williams bottled in bond.
Mm-hmm.
I may have had a little warm up before Santa came to town, but this was pretty damn tasty. I can tell you that. It's not bad.
Nice.
Let's see. So 2021 predictions. I think this is going to be a fun one, man, because I mean, like, I don't know, there's so many directions we could go. I know we kind of agreed on an outline or a format, but let's see. Well, let me start off with this. So Roars has started the baby making train. I can tell you that. Because Rahm just got married. Rahm got married, and I think they're expecting now.
Rahm's been married for a while. Rahm's been married for a while.
Okay, well, I think they're expecting now.
He's got a bunch of
kids.
Kids. I think he's already got a couple of kids.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I was looking at somebody else. Maybe I was looking at Ricky.
I thought he did. Maybe he doesn't.
I thought they just got married in like.
He got married in 2016 or partner 2016. So I thought he had some kids already.
I thought who just got married on like one of the resort trips.
Who was that? Wasn't that HB3?
Maybe. Okay. Maybe it was. Yeah. All right. But I do think Rahm is expecting again. I don't. Maybe I read
he doesn't
wrong.
have any kids. Well, we're completely off on this probably. I thought I saw like a video with him in his house with his kids or something. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe they were cousins or something or nephews and nieces or something. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing him have any kids, but he may. I don't know. But okay. Anyway, so we've gone down a rabbit hole first thing. Let's go. And listen. And that eggnog ain't that damn strong. So it is not. It is not.
We are completely off track.
It is not the eggnog. All right, so hold on. So the first place I want to go. So we've got. So let's talk about the current top 10. We got Johnson, Rahm, Thomas, McIlroy, DeChambeau, Simpson, Morikawa, Schauffele, Cantlay, and Terrell Hatton. So I'm going to pass it to you, Dan, and we're looking at the world golf rankings. So Dan, I'm going to pass it to you. I'm
completely wrong. John Rahm is expecting his first child. Yeah. So I don't know what I was watching.
That's what I'm saying. They just got, I mean, you got to turn it. TMZ doesn't count, Dan.
Dang it.
TMZ is not news. It's not news.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm telling you. Wait and see so you got Fowler that's going to be coming up. You have just all these newlyweds, or it's wait and see. All right. So hold on. So I just ran down the list of the current world ranking top 10. Give me so ending the season, give me 2 that are out and 2 that are 2 out of the top 10 and 2 that are going to be in the top 10 that aren't already there.
Okay. I'll tell you, how do you want to do it? We give you both. You want to give you both out?
It doesn't matter.
All right. Coming out. I got Hatton and Morikawa coming out.
Ooh, okay. You want me to give you my outs now?
Yeah.
I've got Morikawa and Cantlay. So we both agree on Morikawa, and here's what I think about Morikawa, and then we can we'll figure the other 2 out. But Morikawa, definitely, he's got a major under his belt already. He's 2-win season. He should not have won. I shouldn't say it like that. I shouldn't say that he shouldn't have won. I'm just saying after the PGA, like he was not that hot, and I saw his game digressing.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be on a little bit of a hangover, and especially, I don't know what's going to happen if they start to allow fans back. Is that now going to propel or advance some of the veteran players out there that are used to playing? Now, I don't know. I mean, we could default back and say, well, shit, everybody's played a season and they haven't had any fans. So are they going to be a little rusty when they come back? And now everybody's screaming and yelling versus the people that are hearing it, for the first time. I don't know how to look at that. I've never played in front of anybody, really. I mean, maybe a few people, but nothing to that degree. But I'm just saying, like, we can all look at it and say, well, it's going to be an advantage. It's going to be disadvantage when fans do come back. But to what degree are fans actually going to come back, and when are they going to come back? I think there's still going to be the way the PGA managed protocol for 2020. I think that when they do allow people back, I think it is going to be, it's definitely going to be in, it's like, that's the old elephant adage, right? It's going to be small pieces at a time. So I don't know that we'll see full fanfare at any event during the 21 season. And I don't know that do they ease the younger players or newer players into fans being there that allows them towards the end of the season to kind of warm up to it? I don't know. But I do think that Morikawa is, he's a great player, obviously, but I didn't see anything like great from him after his second win. So.
Exactly. No, I mean, he was great at the PGA, right? And he had that epic fourth round, and he drove the green on the par 4.
Yeah.
And the thing about that major was the greens, I don't think were that difficult.
Yeah.
And he went out there and he dusted Dusty on Sunday. But at the same time,
well, did Dusty dust himself a little bit?
Dusty didn't play bad that day. I think he shot below par, but he just didn't shoot low enough under par, right? What was Dusty's final run at the PGA? You remember?
Yeah, I'll tell you in just a second. 2 under.
2 under, yeah. Okay. And Morikawa shot 6 under that day.
6 under, yeah.
Yeah. So he still shot under par. He just didn't shoot far enough under par. So it wasn't like he had a terrible day. He just didn't drop them, right? And but since that time, I mean, Morikawa's irons have just gone. They haven't been great. He hasn't been playing great. He had a great work. He played great at the work day, but yeah. So that's why I picked him too. I have not been impressed with the game since, the late half of the season.
Yeah. And I've seen a few people pick Cantlay that he's going to actually win another major next year. I don't know. I'm not saying that Cantlay is going to play bad. I just think that there are other people that are going to play better. And I'll talk about those in a minute, but that's it. I'm not dogging Cantlay on his play and what he's doing. I just think that he's not going to be able to keep up with a couple of the other guys that are out there. So Cantlay,
strange, because he didn't start off when everybody else. He didn't play. I don't think he played Colonial, right? He didn't start when everybody else started. He started a little bit later, and then kind of struggled out of the chute over at Muirfield Village and all that. I mean, he didn't do as we thought he was going to. We thought when he played, Muirfield over Jack's Place, he was going to come out and he was going to be like, oh my God, because he'd been playing so well. But then towards the late half of the season, he started picking it up again, and he won. What was it CJ Cup or one of those
Zozo?
Zozo. He won Zozo, yeah. And I think the guy's a great golfer, and I think he'll have a good 2021. That's why I didn't pick him to come out. But then again, like you said, I mean, he hasn't been great, but yeah. And then I
think other people have been. I just think other people are going to play better. Yeah.
And then the other one that cooled for me was Hatton. I mean, I say that, and then he was playing the tournament right after the Masters over there in the UK, and he was doing great. Right? I think he finished in the top 5 or something like that over there.
Yeah, I was borderline on Hatton, but I think Hatton's going to play. I think there's going to be enough tournaments that Hatton's going to play well. And hopefully we go into a regular season and it's not, there's no modification to it. And I think that's going to play a lot different too. And that's something to consider is what are these individuals going to look like when they're playing, kind of the regular season. And we'll talk a little about that with some other predictions on some other folks. So that's our 2 out. Who you got for 2 in?
I got Wolf and Reed.
See, God, so similar, man. So I picked Hovland and Reed.
Okay.
And so one reason is because Reed's currently sitting at 11.
Yeah.
And I think Reed is kind of I think that dude's playing well. I mean, where were we in Dubai? I don't know. It's the Chase for Dubai. I don't know if we were actually in Dubai, but a few weeks ago. And I mean, if that dude would have if he would have gotten close to some fairways, I mean, he had the tournament in the bag and would have rode the Chase to Dubai.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everything was dialed in except for, in my opinion, except for the driver. And I think that's something that's easily corrected for somebody like Reed that typically, I mean, I wouldn't say that that's really his nemesis. So, and I mean, he's putting good as long as he can maintain that and his work around the green. I think he's fine.
I thought Reed had a really good year, and I mean, you looked in the tournaments, he was kind of always right there, right? In the big ones, he was always right there. And I didn't see anything in his game that was like he was falling off, missing cuts, that kind of thing. You know, I'm sure he probably did miss some cuts. I can't remember the last one he missed, but yeah, I think he's solid. I think he's right there, man. And like you said, he's right outside the top 10. I think he bounces back in. Yeah.
Yeah. So Hovland, he broke the Puerto Rican curse, man.
He broke the curse. Yeah.
I mean, that dude is playing, and he's another guy. I mean, I think every time I actually I bet him or picked him for a DraftKings lineup, I think that was his demise. So maybe I'm his bad luck charm. But I mean, outside of that, I mean, that dude is like, he's on fire, man. I mean, that dude, he's playing so good. I mean, you could say that about a lot of these people, but again, this is like who's not in the top 10 that's going to make it. And I think he's currently ranked in the mid-teens. So, you know, it's one of those things that I think there's enough there that he's going to get there just out of where he's ranked right now. And I don't think he's going to play that. You know, I think he's going to maintain steady. He's ranked 15th. So I think the guy's playing too good a golf not to project him to push himself up there. So, and I think he's going to play a lot of tournaments where there will be kind of the stacked fields, because once we get into next year, if we're on a regular rotation, a lot of those tournaments that we watched that were not kind of A-list tournaments where we had A-list lineups, I think you're going to see people like Hovland still playing those things. That's just, you know, getting, you know, more points. And that's, I guess, the advantage maybe over being a younger player versus a seasoned vet out there. But that's why, you know, I've got that guy in, and I don't disagree. I struggled between Wolf and Hovland.
Yeah.
I struggled between the two.
So good, so young, so good, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I picked Wolf because of how he placed in the majors. I mean, he was second at the U.S. Open. He was right there at the PGA. He was like top 5 at the PGA, and he's just been playing so well in the majors. And if that continues, and I just think he's been hitting the crap out of the ball, man. And he didn't have a win last year, right? Because he won at the 3M, but he didn't win last year. He won at the 3M the year before.
Yeah, year before. Yeah.
And he only has one win on tour, I think, right? So I think the guy's going to pop at any point in terms of like a victory, and he's going to play well on the majors. I think he's going to be in the top 10.
Yeah. One win. Yeah. What was he? T4 at the PGA, second at the U.S. Open, and he missed the cut at the Masters. But I mean, it's the Masters, right? I mean, you got a lot of experienced players playing there. So
yeah.
Not surprised there. You want to talk about who's going to finish number 1 now, or you want to do it later?
We can do it now. It's fine. I don't care. Yeah. All right.
Well, I'll probably pick who you picked. I don't know, but who'd you pick?
The world number 1. I went chalk. I went DJ.
I did too. I did too. I did too. I think that, I mean, that guy, I mean, we're coming, just the way that we finished the season, or the way that he finished the season coming off of a major, right? And at, weird time, and just lapped the friggin' field. And I mean, there's when we start talking about the majors, I mean, there's other players that have lapped the field as such, but you know what I did? I'm kind of teetering, or I was teetering. I'm settling on DJ too. It sucks that we're picking the same guy. I definitely should pick somebody else. But no, I think it's going to be hard to beat that guy. And I'll tell you, I'll just stop with that. And I'll tell you why, when we start talking about majors, why I think it's going to be hard to displace him as a world number 1.
Yeah. Okay. I think the same thing. I think the guy's just been on fire. He has lapped the field, and he finished last year at number 1. He won the FedEx Cup. He won the Masters. He's just been on fire, and he's got some stiff competition for sure. But with that said, he still just ran away with everything. I mean, the guy's been on fire. If he can start next season with the way he finished this last season, it's going to be unstoppable. Yeah.
Listen, that guy, he is not a head case.
He's a goldfish.
Maybe he is. I don't know.
He's a goldfish.
I don't know. He is a goldfish. I mean, that dude remembers. To me, it's like he's going to be the next Phil Mickelson. That you just go and knock the hell out of the ball, and I meant for it to go in the right place. If it doesn't, then okay, let me figure out where I need to hit it again. And I think it's going to be it's really hard when that guy has the mentality that he has and the experience that he has. And now it ain't. So the next thing that's going to hit him is going to be, well, when are you going to complete the Grand Slam? Like when's that going to happen? I mean, that's the only, what else can you say about it? Like, I mean, wins, I don't know what you got, 27, 72. Anyway,
I think it's like 23, 24, somewhere around there, 23 or so.
Yeah. So, and he's got two majors now. So now the next one is going to be, when are you going to complete the Grand Slam? And I mean, really, sure. Would he like to? I believe he would. I mean, he doesn't call me. I can give him a number, but the text is fine. You don't have to call. But I mean, really, like that's going to be the next thing. And I think that's the last thing on his mind. I think he's just like, I just want to go out and play golf, and it's probably not that nonchalant, but it looks that nonchalant when he's out there kind of moving around. The guy, I mean, he's got a plan and he can stick and he can execute it. So it's like he reminds me a lot of, not in his mannerisms, but in the way that he shows up at the golf course and leaves the golf course. It is like a happy-go-lucky Tiger Woods mentality is what I kind of see in the guy. It's like he shows up and he's just like, I'm just going to go do it. Where Tiger was like, I'm going to go kill you. DJ is kind of like, I'm just going to go play my best golf and it's better than anybody else out there. So it's just organically, it's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you on that one for sure. Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's go to majors. I can't wait for this one. So let me caveat here. So 4 majors, obviously.
And these are early leans. These are early leans. We're not putting money in this thing yet, right? These are early leans.
No. Yeah. This is just coming off of the 2020 season, heading into 2021. This is just what we see off of recent form or off of what we saw for the season, right?
Yep.
And we're in the first tournament we're going to talk about. I guess we're going to talk about majors / should be major or should be major / major or could be
majors and the fifth major.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And the first one being TPC or the Players Championship, which I do expect that we would see Tiger Woods there. I anticipate him playing that tournament. He may not, but I think that he's probably going to. I just foresee that happen. I would see him foregoing another tournament and playing TPC. Reason being, I mean, obviously he's won it multiple times. I don't know. I didn't look to see how many he's won it. Nevertheless, I mean, that's a course that, that kind of, I mean, Webb Simpson's a master there. So you don't have to get out there and kill the ball to make it happen. I mean, it's, you need to hit fairways, et cetera, and putt good. But I guess it's any golf tournament. But the thing is, I mean, I still think that that's probably a course that Tiger could win at, which is Sawgrass. But I'm not picking him to win.
Right.
But yeah. But before I give mine, Dan, you should give your pick.
Webb Simpson. We did not share our notes.
Well, hold on. So why Webb? Well, I mean, I just told you why Webb.
T16 last year. He won the year before. He loves that place. It's all about accuracy, and he's your accurate guy, and he plays well there. And Webb is gonna name his next kid the Player Simpson.
It could be the Players. Yeah.
Player Simpson. Yes.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. That guy does play extremely well there.
Is that who you picked as well?
I didn't. I went.
Oh, you did not. Okay.
I actually had him written down as I had 2 people written down, and I don't have the stats in front of me. I mean, I know who won the last. I know who won the last time they completed the Players Championship, and that's who I'm going with. So I'm going with the reigning champion. And
are you?
Because I mean, look at people are like, oh, Rory's not there. He's not there. His game's not there. Look at where the dude finished. Everything. I mean, he's making the cuts. He's 10 or under for every tournament. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think that I think he has a great chance to come back. I think he's had a break from the kid because everybody was on him. You know, they were kind of hounding him, and he was going through, you know, the joys of fatherhood, right? I mean, he just had the new kid, and they're hammering him. And I think that Rory is genuinely, he seems like a really nice dude.
No, he
And,
doesn't.
and
No, he doesn't.
you think Rory doesn't?
If he was a nice guy, he would have told us he was expecting, and I wouldn't have lost all that money on DraftKings.
Well, no,
No,
I didn't say,
just kidding.
I didn't say he was a fair guy. I said he was a nice guy. Fair and nice are two different things.
No, he's a really nice guy. Yeah,
Fair and nice are two different things. But
Just
I think that I think that the dude was really like, I mean, his attention, it's like, you know what? I'm so damn good at golf. I can still show up and I can place in the top 10. But I'm really focused on my kid, my wife, and my family over here. But yeah, I can still show up and play golf, and I can still score and play well. It's just, if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. Because what's left for that dude to do other than to complete the career Grand Slam? I mean, that's it. I mean, he's done everything else, right? Essentially, that's realistic that you can do in a career. So that's really the only, the only thing that he's looking for, I think, is that. But I think that he takes some time off. He spends it with the family. He shows up. He gets tuned up. And I mean, why wouldn't he win it? It's a
great take because Rory deserves the back-to-back with the year off players. Anybody deserves is Rory.
It's a hell of a story right there.
It's a hell of a story. It's an asterisk back-to-back.
It's a great story.
It's true. It's true.
Let's see. How may I have two back-to-back winners this year? So let's see. So now we're heading to Augusta, Georgia. So there were two, but there were two people. I think one of the two is going to win, and of course I'm all chalk on it, bud. I think that the way that DJ lapped the field on that one, and I mean. Even who was it? Cameron that was kind of got close. Answer was there. You know, he had a bad Sunday, but even so, even if those guys make it, even if those guys clean it up a little bit, DJ was he was gone. And I think I'm predicting market. I'm predicting I need a score this last Masters. It's like he just unlocked the code to Augusta National, and I think you're going to see him follow in the Palmer, Nicholas, Woods footsteps of like I can go there and win any time, any year, as long as I'm healthy. I can show up there and I can win at Augusta. I think he found the secret sauce there.
I was going to go DJ. I actually have it written down, but since you went there, I'm going to change mine just for discussion.
Oh, I didn't tell you who my second one was going to be. Well, you go first, and then I'll tell you who it was. I ain't going to change it.
I'll change mine. I was going to go DJ, but I'm going to change mine to the X-Man. And I think he's going to have a breakout year. I don't think he won at all last year either. And he's way too good of a golfer to not win. And he hasn't got the major yet, right? So I think it could be a breakout year for him in April in Augusta. And when it starts playing like it usually does, you could have thrown him off a lot of mud balls out there last year in November or whatnot. But I think the X-Man is coming for 2021. I think he's ready. He's ready.
Yeah. See, I think you should have gone DeChambeau, because I think if DJ doesn't win, I think Bryson's going to win it. I think that's going to be a target and a line. I know, but and I agree with you, but I'm saying, I think that's going to be and I don't know, is he going to put too much pressure on himself?
He's never played well there. Never. And that's before the weight game, but he's never played well there. So, I mean, I would love to see nothing more than a Bryson,
Hey, it's like, what are we having for the, what are we having for the winner's dinner? It's like everything.
Let Bryson win Muirfield Village and the Masters. I want to see the meal, and I want to see him crush them those milkshakes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see. So here's where I couldn't go both ways, right? So I had to go for the PGA at Kiowa. I was really toying with the fact that maybe Bryson wins the Masters, and I don't know if
I'm still hung up on this meal. I'm still hung up on this meal. Can we guess at what the meal would be?
Let's see, Bryson. Oh yeah, I mean we're having. I mean it's like what probably what we're going to have for Christmas dinner. I mean you're having the bone-in prime rib. Like you walk up to the guy and you point to the section. You know you want that thick. You want that thick. And Bryson's just like no, I'll take the whole side. I'll eat it all.
Oh my gosh.
So what do you got? That you got? I'm thinking like loaded baked potatoes.
Loaded baked
It's like
potatoes.
more sour cream, more butter, more cheese, more bacon. You're probably going to throw some kind of salad in there, but I'm thinking it's like one of those, like a Cobb salad with the ham and the turkey and the boiled eggs and all the cheese. And he's like, no, I need more ranch dressing, more ranch dressing.
Oh my gosh. And, Tiger had the Schaefer Hillsides like, no. We're going to be doing the protein shakes.
May spike them with a little,
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Hey, I get it, man. I get it. Let's see. Oh, so what do you think DJ's is going to be?
Sandwiches. He loves the sandwiches. Hey, DJ, what do you want for your dinner? Just go on down to the little stand down there where they serve the food to all the patrons, and just a bunch of sandwiches.
I have 2 pimentos. I have a Masters Club, a barbecue, and give me the plain chips and a cookie.
Exactly.
And I'll have one each of the beers.
Oh my. Good stuff.
Oh, you know what? I think it's going to be a low country boil.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I think it's going to be a low country.
And you're getting close to one of my picks coming up here, by the way.
Oh, I bet I am. All right. So PGA Kiowa.
That's the one.
You want to go first then?
That's what I told you. I had DJ kind of circled for the Masters. You picked him, so I took Xander. But I had him circled for Kiowa because he's a South Carolina boy. He plays well down there. He loves the wind. Yeah, I mean, he knows that place, and that's my guy for this one.
Yeah, I think it sets up perfect for him too. The only reason I have John Rahm in that position is because I've got DJ winning the Masters.
Yeah,
and I don't. I mean, even so, I think after the second Masters win, there's going to be such a rush going through that. I just don't foresee that happening, no matter how good you're playing. And you've got other people that are going to be extra hungry out there. And I think that the most surprised I am, which I am surprised that X-Man, it doesn't win more, because I mean, as good as the dude plays, but another guy that wins, but doesn't have a major yet. And I think that is well past due, is John Rahm, and I think he actually gets it done at Kiowa. I think it's probably going to be it's the ocean course. It's going to be windy down there. He typically does well, and
he does.
In Europe for the Opens. So I think that's going to be something that I think, and he drives the ball really well. Kiowa is definitely going to penalize you if you're not hitting fairways. So I think that's a guy that can kind of pull things in and collect his game, and I think he'll play well there. So yeah,
absolutely. I picked Rahm coming up here, so you know where, because you just kind of said it.
Yeah. Oh, Arroyo St. George. Yeah. Okay. Well, so I didn't pick him because I think the reason I don't have Rahm there is because I think Rahm's going to win at Kiowa. Yeah. So, why'd you pick Rahm at Arroyo St. George?
He plays well in the Open, and he doesn't have a major. I think he's going to have a breakout year. He had a great year last year, and I think he wins his first major is going to be the Open. I think it's going to be the easiest one for him to win because I think he's the most comfortable over there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I've got a gentleman closing out his. I've got a guy closing his career Grand Slam.
Oh, do you?
At Arroyo St. George. And for the same reasons that you thought he was going to play good at Kiowa, and for the same reasons that you think Rahm is going to play well at Arroyo St. George, I think that's exactly what's going to happen with DJ. He plays good over there. He plays great in the Open. Who won 2 years ago? He was the Ryder Cup captain.
Who at the Open?
No. Damn it. He won. It was Rory's home course.
Oh man.
God, come on. It's killing me. I got to start taking better notes on this stuff.
That makes sense.
Darren Clark. Darren Clark. And DJ came in second, not at Royal St. George, but Darren Clark won. DJ comes in second, And I don't DJ hit something out of bounds. There was something crazy happened, like coming down the stretch, and DJ pretty much lost the tournament. But, and I'm not taking anything away from Darren Clarke, but once again, just like with, the Morikawa finish on where they were in San Francisco, I guess.
PGA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harding
Park. Just like that. I mean, that's kind of the same finish that DJ had for the Clarke win. And it's like, it's so close. And once again, I think him finishing out the Masters the way he did, that short a time frame between the 2020 Masters and the 2021 Masters, I think the amount of time that he's going to have played in there, I think he's going to get a good break. He's still going to play some golf, but after winning the Masters, he's going to, that's pretty much, the dude is in cruise control at that point until, he'll obviously focus and he'll try to play. He will play well, I think, at the Open, but I don't know, man. I'm thinking, I think he closes it out.
There you go.
Wait a minute. Did I miss a tournament?
Yeah, we missed the U.S. Open because we went. I jumped the gun on you a little bit. And I went over to the Open because we were talking about Rahm, and you were talking about Rahm over at Cuba. So.
Oh yeah, and that's it's at Torrey Pines.
Mm-hmm. I got Cantlay for that one.
I got him coming out of the I got him coming out of the box on that one. Like that not. I mean, I don't have him. Yeah, I've got him coming out of the top 10, so there's no way that one works. Oh, I met Matt Wolff.
There you go. It's a good one.
I like Matt Wolff for that one.
Cantlay's a California kid. I just like him. I like him over there, right?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I think Matt Wolff is, I think the way he's played, he was, wasn't he second in the, I just looked at that. Wasn't he second
in the Open? Yeah, he got beat for the second time by Bryson.
Yeah. Exactly.
Rocket mortgage into that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I like Wolff on that one. I think I think those courses are going to kind of set up for his those kind of out, it's kind of out of the non-traditional setups that are going to be in, sets up really well for his non-traditional game. So yeah, I like Wolff there.
Torrey, I mean, I could be off with the Cantlay, but I saw he played at the Zozo, and that was over there in Sherwood Forest, and I just think he plays well, like around that area and all. So yeah.
No, he does, but I'm not knocking him. I think there's other people that are going to play better. It's going to, and I'm not saying to win or lose. I'm just saying I think he's going to get bumped from the top 10. But yeah, I mean, you can't argue. I mean, he's a producer out there. Hold on, back to DJ closing out his completing his career Grand Slam. I mean, I don't know how that's not going to happen.
He's got to win 2 majors next year.
The only reason he doesn't is if he sabotages himself.
I hope he gets off to a good start in the beginning of the year. That's all I can say. I hope he gets rolling because he was awesome, and to get that hot that late, I mean, I just hope he keeps it going, So, I mean, if he would have gotten that hot when it was the PGA, and I know he's leading the PGA too, guys. I get that. But you know what I'm saying? Like he would have finished that off and went into the US Open and then the Masters. Then I could see him kind of doing that, but he's just got to start strong in order to get that momentum going. But I mean, absolutely. He's just playing out lights out right now. So yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I would love to see that.
Yeah. That dude's playing.
We would never, I mean, he would be sponsored by Kleenex afterwards.
Everybody crying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's just, that's crazy. I hope I'm looking at the right, yeah, this is the right one. Okay. All right. I'm just making sure I'm looking at the right schedule. So yeah, anything. So that's our majors. That's our premature predictions on based on what we just came off of this season on what we like and what we think. I mean, is there anybody that you mentioned? I mean, I think even no matter how they're coming into this thing, without injury, I think every single one of those people are going into I could go ahead and like pick the top 2 for my DraftKings lineup right now.
Yeah.
Every tournament.
I love
every tournament.
I know.
Let's see.
Did you notice we did not mention JT once during that discussion?
Well, hold on. I think JT is going to win tournaments next year.
I'm just saying he didn't get mentioned.
Yeah. Well, I think JT's going to have, I'm glad you brought that up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch any of the PNC father and son challenge this weekend?
That's right. But he better get his stuff going. He's only got 10 years before Charlie hits 21. Mm-hmm.
I saw something you can already bet on. Like, does he win a major before he's 25 or some crazy bet like that? I'm like,
I'd take a yes on that.
I'm like, isn't that like, what do you call it? Like isn't there child
know.
labor laws that
I
are
don't
involved
know.
or something? I don't either, but I'm like, I don't know. That's just weird. It's weird.
I'll give you a few minutes to take that bet.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
kid's got to swing, man. That kid's got to swing.
I don't know. I mean, like you and I could play him. You and I could play best ball and play against him alone, and he'd probably beat us.
Yeah, 100% he would beat us.
Good Lord.
What a swing. But yeah, no, JT and his dad pulled it out, man. That was awesome to see. Yeah, absolutely. That was fun.
Yeah. So I think JT's getting ready to get a lot of pressure. I think I just think because that dude, anyway, I mean, he's like, you see him joking around and going on and cutting up all the time, like he's always kind of laughing. He's letting the kid hit a ball into his ass and all that stuff, whatever. And it's like, okay, that's cute, but there's no money on the line in this tournament. He's relaxed and everything. It's like, oh, come on, Pops, let's go see if we can win this thing. And, and I don't know who was the most talented golfer out there. I shouldn't say that. And you can't really rank it as best, because I think best is, it's golf, right? I mean, who showed up today with their mind clear and everything's kind of firing on all cylinders? I think that's probably a bad way to look at it. But, I mean, JT was, so here's the thing. I mean, like Mr. Thomas was putted first every time, showed him the line, and JT made him. It's like, well, shit. I mean, you give a professional. I mean, if you draw it on a map, like, hey, here's the direction. Here's the directions. It's like, oh shit, I just missed it by that much. And it's like, if I would have only known that it broke just to the right at the end, I'd have been, So, and I mean, I'm not taking anything away from their win. That was strategic.
Other than the fact that maybe Pop should be the caddy.
Other than right, yeah, he's probably like, yeah, I didn't sign up to be your caddy, but. So I mean, I'm not taking anything away, but I think so. Who's going to be the next Tiger Woods? Like who's going to carry the torch because we're going to talk a little about the Ryder Cup. Let's just go into the Ryder Cup. Let's go there. Okay. So who, like, Tiger's not playing in the Ryder Cup. You got Steve Stricker and Padraig Harrington that are going to be the team captains. They're playing at Whistling Straits, which is that's a thing of its own, which could lean towards the Euros side, given that it's going to, you're going to have wind, you're going to have weather, you're going to have, the conditions that they're used to. But who, and I'm sure that Tiger is going to be a team captain, and he'll be there. He and Jordan will be, he and MJ will be placing side bets over on the side. But it's like, who's going to be the next Tiger Woods or Phil Mickelson that's kind of going to get the team, like rally the team up and get them together and then still be able to go and execute. Now, Tiger Woods was never the best team player. Let me rephrase that. Tiger Woods was always a better single player than he was a team player. But still, Tiger was really good about getting the team together. And this is from the outside looking in, but it seemed like he was. Phil Mickelson, same way. Everybody was always looking, who the Fowlers, the Spieths, the Thomas. I mean, they were always kind of rallied around Phil. He was like the godfather. He kind of led the way. Who's going to be the next guy that leads the way? And I think it's Justin Thomas.
I think Tiger thinks so.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to get anointed, right?
Well, I think it's like Jack passing the baton to Tiger. I think Tiger's passing it to JT, and you see that through their friendship. And I think that friendship would not be there if he did not believe he had the talent to be like the next in line.
I agree, but I think there's a difference in talent and then executing it. Because when you see him on, and I'm not dogging it. I think he should do whatever you want. But you see him down. He's look at the vacation pictures. And when at Baker's Bay, and they're running around in their swim trunks with their shirts off and their shoes off, and they're hitting golf balls off of whatever, each other's toes, and because I can tell you the two people that can't handle it and we'll talk about them in just a minute.
We're gonna get there. Yeah.
I don't mean it negatively, but I'm just saying it's like, is JT, is he going to be able to stand up to carrying that baton that's kind of virtually being handed his way, and also be able to execute and win the golf tournaments that he wants to win? I don't know. Nobody knows. We'll see. I think it's going to be a lot of pressure, and I don't know if he wants it.
Well, we talked to Tattersall about this, and I think we talked to maybe Patry about it as well, and maybe some others about JT and specifically. I think we talked to what's his name from Michigan as well.
Kelbell.
Pete. Yep. And the consensus about JT is he's got a great camp around him. His dad's great for his game and all that. The kid works really hard. He's got great success out there already. He only has the one major, but 13 wins, 14 wins. Is that what he got already?
Yeah.
He's like 25, 26 years old. So he's doing pretty well. I agree with you. I think that the vacation pictures, does he really want it? He's already the game is paying these people so much money. You should do it with Cal's got his nutcracker going.
That's my Patry move right there.
That's right, the Patry move. It's a good question. I mean, I think he does, and I think he gets that pressure from Tiger. I think Tiger and JT's dad are the ones that are putting the pressure
definitely
on
putting on him. I mean,
yeah.
it's not a question of.
But then Jordan and Ricky, I don't think are. I think they're in a completely different spot in their careers right now.
Yeah, so do I. Speaking of, so Jordan Spieth currently ranked 78th, ending the 2021 season. Over, under?
Let me see what I put in my notes here.
Well, I'll go first because I'm gonna. And you know what? I think this is like one of those. Like I've already had. I'm on the golf course. It's we're on hole number 32. I've already had like 16 pack and half a dozen shots. I didn't get that hot dog at any of the turns that we made, and I'm just closing my eyes and I'm taking a blind swing because I feel like it's the right thing to do. And I'm going to say that he's going to finish better than 78th. I just. There's too much talent there. I don't know what's going on with the guy. I don't know what he's doing. I think he really wants to win. If he could actually get the putter, back alone, I think that's going to help him because I don't know, finding the fairways again and getting everything reined back. But I'm saying I'm going under on 78. I think he's going to finish better than 78 at the end of the 21 season.
I'm with you too, man. A guy with 3 majors, the kind of run he had, the kind of talent he's got. Now, here's the question for you. Does he do it with Michael in the bag?
Well, I mean, what's left to change?
Well, apparently, rumor has it he's working with Butch now, right?
Yep.
So that's one change. So maybe that's the change he wanted or needed, and maybe we go through 2021 with Michael still in the bag. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Michael. I mean, come on, let's be honest. You and I know it. There's nothing wrong with Michael, right?
No, you'd love for Michael to.
It's all Spieth.
You'd carry Michael's bag.
I would carry Michael's bag, but it's all with his head. It's all in his head.
Yes,
so, but I'm with you. I agree. Yes, I think he does end the season better off than he did at the end of last season.
Yeah. And maybe that's just wishful thinking because I think the game is better with Spieth in it.
I do too.
And I think that's and I think there's still a lot of talent left. I mean, the kid's young enough. There's still a lot there. It's just I don't know where it's at and what's going on, but I hope he just gets back to the fundamentals and just rein it in and just go put yourself in a position to make putts. You can make the putts, man.
Exactly.
Well, while we're there, we've already hit on the 2 amigos. Let's hit on the third one. Who will not be driving the Maybach to down old Magnolia Lane this year? No, I don't think so. He may fly up there. Probably got a lot of free coupons for free flights, and I guess you can do some publicity shoots, but. Yeah, so Ricky Fowler currently he fell out of the top 50 for the first time in his career, I guess this season. Well, since he's been in the top 50, it's the first time that he's fell out of the top 50. He's ranked 51st, so he was almost there. You know, where'd they play at last? If he would have made the putt, he would have made it.
Mayakoba.
Yeah, if he would have made the putt, he would have remained in. He would have made the cut, and then everything would have been fine. I think I said that like 4 times, but. I'm thinking I'm going over at Ricky finishing
Worse.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think he's going to be I think he's going to finish worse than 51st next year.
I want to say lower. I want to say he's going to.
I don't want him to.
But here's. I know you don't. I want to say that he's going to be better because I'm like, okay, 50 in the world and 51st in the world. And this guy has been in the top 10 for how long? But here he missed the PGA championship cut. He missed the Masters cut, missed Mayakoba's cut. He's not playing well. Does that mean he goes towards 70?
I don't think he's playing in the Masters.
Yeah. So when he doesn't play in some of these majors like that, then that could hurt, right? Yeah, that could hurt your ranking as well. I'll go with you. I'm going to say no as well. And I really want to say yes because I like the guy a lot. And I think he's a great player. I can't believe he's where he is. At the same time, he's kind of going along. If you look at the chart curve, if he's going around where Spieth went, he's going higher. So
yeah, it's like it's like Spieth's ahead of him in the, hey, let me get this circle. Let me circle the wagons up and let me start going the other direction. Yeah. And Fowler's kind of like, I'm still working down a path. And now don't get me wrong. I mean, both of those guys are still young enough that they can pull some, they can still right the ship and get it turned around and be back into contention in no time. And again, Fowler's doing a lot of swing change stuff. And, it took Tiger a long time, but I mean, it's outside of Tiger's little debacle. I mean, he was still always in the top 50 pretty much.
I thought he had made the cut at Mayakoba. I thought he had made the cut there. I thought he was playing Memphis and he was like leading or second, and then he finishes like 15th or something. I'm like, how does this happen? He falls like 10 spots on Sunday. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's not like the game doesn't look horrible. It's just like a couple of shots that just don't look good. It just kicks them right out of it. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So let's go to, we've kind of already hit on this. Let me hit this one first. So any back-to-back winners, meaning any repeat tournament wins.
I say no.
Well, I just looked at, I'm saying yes for the Masters.
That's good.
Because I picked DJ.
You're actually saying yes for the Masters and the Players, by the way.
And the Players. That's true. I didn't think about that, but I did say yes, there's going to be 2 back-to-back winners for the Players and for the Masters.
So here you are, Peachy Boy. Peachy Boy is like, yes on back-to-back the Masters, yes on back-to-back the Players, and Ricky Fowler is going to be out of the top 51. Oh, good Lord. It's not going to be.
Hey, and not on the and DJ completes his DJ completes his Grand Slam before Rory does. I mean, listen, no shit. Take this. I mean, back up 5 years and tell me that you would have taken the bet that DJ completes his. I mean, you could probably still bet that right now. Does DJ complete his? And I think you would be, you're definitely on the downside.
Yeah.
If you're betting DJ. So. Let's see. Okay. So Tiger Woods. So I looked at the 18-19 season because last year was it was fucked up. I mean, let's just call it like it was. 2020 was fucked up. So the 18-19 season, Tiger Woods played in 13 events. And it's kind of so you got the 4 majors, you got the Zozo, I had it pulled up a minute ago, but you had, the TPC, Memorial, you had, the Palmer. Anyway, he played in 13. You take an over/under. Tiger plays 13 events in this season.
I'm going to go. Let's see. I'm going to go under. I'm going to go 10.
Yeah, I'll take the over just because.
He didn't look good at the Masters. He didn't look healthy. He looked like he was hurting. So yeah, he doesn't look too healthy to me. And that's the reason I say under.
I'm just taking over just because, actually, can I play 13 even?
Sure. 13 even.
I'll play 13 even.
There you go.
Yeah, I will play the line. Which no money on the line, but I don't lose anything, right? So
there you go.
it's kind of the chicken shit way out. So
does the PNC count?
No, it did. No, it didn't. And I didn't count the
match.
I didn't count the I didn't count the match either.
Okay. So
well,
real,
no, but
real
the PNC.
Yeah, I know.
No. He didn't play. He did. I counted 18, 19, not 19, not the 20, not year 20. I counted 18 and 19 for 13.
That was 13. Okay. All right. I got you. All right.
Yeah, that was 13. No, last year he played like real tournaments. I think it was like 4 or 5 or something.
Definitely under him.
But I mean,
that's.
Yeah. So I'm taking the even. I'm taking 13.
Taking 13.
Lucky number 13.
There you go.
I should actually get triple the money if I hit the number on the head.
You should.
Yeah.
We'll make sure. We'll make sure Sal pays you for that.
Is that going to be in? Is that going to be in cannolis?
That's right, cannolis.
Cannolis. Let's see. All right, so we got back-to-backs out of the way. We got Tigers. We got Spieth. We got yeah. Any first-time major winners?
Yes, I said Rahm and Cantlay.
Cantlay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only one I have is Rahm. I've got everybody else. Rory's obviously one. Well, actually, Rory doesn't count because that's TPC. Yeah, I did too. Matt Wolff. I picked one. Matt Wolff.
Who'd you pick
for the Open?
You picked him to win the Open?
The Open, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Have to make sure we record these and then talk about our wager. Let's see. Did we talk? We talked about the world number one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We talked a little about the Ryder Cup. Did you pick a winner for the Ryder Cup? I don't think so.
No,
we said
we didn't.
We said we were going to get there. Hold on.
Yeah.
So you got Stricker and Harrington are the two captains playing at Royal St. George. So the U.S. you're probably going to have. You're going to have DJ Bryson.
No, you're not playing at Royal St. George.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Royal St. George.
I thought that's where the Open's at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The British Open.
Yeah, we're talking about the Ryder Cup now.
Oh shit! Sorry. No, Whistling Straits. Sorry. Yeah. Whistling Straits. Edit. Whistling.
No,
Straits.
we're not editing that out.
That's fine. It's fine. Yeah. The Ryder Cup. So they're playing at Whistling Straits. So Stricker and Harrington. You got DJ Bryson, JT. We haven't mentioned this guy's name the whole time we've been talking. You want to go ahead and take a wild ass guess? For the U.S. team?
Who? I don't know.
Koepka. We haven't even mentioned Koepka.
I don't know who that is. I don't recognize his name on the leaderboard. I don't recognize.
Exactly.
I mean, who's up on the leaderboard? I don't recognize anybody.
So Koepka, more. Yeah. Hey, he's ranked like 12th or 13th in the world. I mean, I'm like going, I don't know how. Anyway,
okay.
Koepka, Morikawa.
Stop there. Pause right there. Put a little pin in that. Where does he finish the 2021 season? At the end of 2021, official world golf rankings. Where does he place?
Top 25.
I put him barely in the top 25. Yep.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, because he's like 12th or 13th right now. So I mean, I don't think he's going to play. I think they're
on a 2-year cycle on those things, right? So his wins or his majors are still in there. Yeah.
Even though he's playing shitty, even though it doesn't look like he's playing that good. I mean, the guy's still. I mean, he's finishing decently well. I mean, like I don't think he made the Wyndham. Like there's some tournaments that he didn't make. But it's tournaments that the dude never played at, and he was trying. I think he got his schedule screwed up last year, and I think that I'm not thinking great things for the guy. I think maybe a bit of a head case there, but I'm not thinking. I don't think he's going to like fall way behind. I mean, the dude's got some talent. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
And he can perform under pressure. So Morikawa was in already, and the X-Man. So, and I think that they're in. I don't know. I didn't go back and really read all the fine print, but I think they locked in kind of what the U.S. what the Ryder Cup was going to be, because it was supposed to be played in 2020. I think they locked some players in, and you still got some captain picks, etc. For the Euros, you got Fleetwood, Rahm, Rory, and Victor Perez that are they're already locked in for the Euros. So, I think on paper it's going to look like, hands down, the U.S. team is just going to dominate. I think when they get to Whistling Straits, I think the weather is going to have a big factor there. I think it's going to play a lot like a European course. So I think those two factors are going to kind of lean towards the European team. And, at that point, I don't know, is Ian Poulter, is he still young enough to play on the Ryder Cup team? I would think so. Patrick Reed isn't a lock yet. I got a feeling that Patrick Reed is going to, he's sending Steve Stricker like a little gift basket with, I don't know what Steve eats, but I mean, Pat's from Texas, so I'm thinking he's sending him like barbecue, like brisket, and some Balcones Texas whiskey, and he's like, "Hey man, like I'll get you your points. Just put me on the team. I'll get it done." Because that dude is he's a straight up killer. I mean, it's like if Russell Crowe were a golfer, Russell Crowe, and are you entertained? I mean, exactly. that is like Patrick Reed all over when it comes to match play. It's like I don't know where that dude plays at locally, but I bet they ain't no damn bad. And then I'm not talking a personality contest here. I'm talking about straight up skill. I bet there is no damn body that will go out and bet that guy and play for money on the golf course on the weekend with him.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not.
But I like the U.S., man. I think that, I like it on paper. I like it on, I don't know, a couple of people that kind of scare me there. I think DJ's good. I think Bryson is going to turn into, that kind of Patrick Reed phenom of like, I'm coming for your throat kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And who I don't know, Morikawa, has he got anything in the tank there that's coming out that's really scaring and intimidating anybody that's taking their lunch? I don't know. He's going to make it. Xander, I'd have to go back and look at his history and see, I don't know if he's played on a Ryder Cup. I don't think he has. But yeah, I mean, I would lean towards, I got to lean towards the U.S., man. We're in the U.S.
I'm picking the U.S. too, man. They're playing so well right now. Everybody's hot, It's just, I don't see how you can go against the U.S. right now. Do you? I mean, I don't see it.
I can't. I mean, I could find some reasons if I was pulling for the European squad. I mean, I could come up with some reasons why I think I think Rahm's good out there. I think Rory's good out there. I think Fleetwood's kind of, I don't know. I'm a little bit on the fence with Fleetwood. And then you don't know who the rest of the team's going to be. I think those are the only ones that are kind of guaranteed a slot right now. But I got to go U.S. all the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. I think it's going to be exciting. I hope there are fans there.
Yeah, well, that may play into the favor of. Well, I mean, shit. I don't think you're flying over from Europe to watch the thing.
Not anytime soon.
If you are, it's going to be very limited.
Yeah. So
it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Let's see. Oh, so hold on. But before we do, no pun intended on that, once you hear the finishing number, but it'll be the second time we've heard the guy's name. But what else we need to close on, Dan? What else did we talk about?
I think we talked about almost everything. We're going to get into some more stuff next week with regards to like our top favorite moments of 2020 with regards to birdies and bourbon. So we'll talk a little golf. We'll talk a little bit about our bourbon and some of our favorite moments. But for the predictions, I think we hit everything we were looking to hit. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't predict to buy some more Evan Williams bottled in bond. This thing was like $20 for the bottle, and it is damn tasty.
Nice.
It's got kind of a cherry cola taste on the front of this thing.
Really? Wow.
The finish is a little, a little cherry cola kind of deal. The finish is, I'd say it's kind of, it's almost kind of a medium finish, and it's definitely got a lot of oak on the finish. So that cherry cola kind of gets polished off with a little oak on the back end.
Nice.
I don't find distracting at all. Yeah, that's good. when I head up to Mam's, I'm taking a bottle of that with me to work on this roast beef for Christmas dinner.
Oh, nice. There you go. There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. Gonna head up to the bar and put together a little Christmas dinner for the family. So it should be a good time. What you doing for Christmas?
Hanging
Just,
around
family
here.
getting together, doing a
Yep.
little.
Yep. Little family get together. We'll do a roast on Christmas Day as well. Yep. Good wine, all that. Yep. Perfect stuff.
Hazmat suits, ready
Yeah.
set, space yourselves out.
Pretty
No
much.
hugging, kissing.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. Well, hold on, but before we go, final of the year, well, maybe not of the year, but final for our predictions. So if you look up Bryson's weight entering into the 2020 season, 240 pounds. Coming into, and I don't know how we'll find this out. I mean, I just Googled like Bryson DeChambeau's weight and it said 240. So we're recording this. So as of 2020, 12/21, 240. The next time we look his date up, when the season starts again.
In January.
And I guess the season, in January. We look it up again. Are you going over, under on the 240 for DeChambeau's LBs?
Over all day long. He has talked nothing about how he wants to drive it further. He's not there yet. I mean, can you imagine? Yeah, he wants to get. Yeah, are you kidding me? He's going to be 270, and he's going to live to 125.
I guess we picked shitty bets because I can't go under because he ain't going to be under. There's no chance. I mean, I'm going over with you as well. I don't know if that's on the books or not, but if that's a bet that we can make, we put us down for a couple of bills and I'll cover one of them.
Absolutely.
So the next one is, and this is the second time we've mentioned the guy, but he's the one that punked him anyway into getting to this position. I think if Brooks Koepka were never on the PGA Tour, I don't think Bryson DeChambeau would be the guy that he is today. I don't think he would be a major winner already. I don't think he would be driving the ball as far as he is. I think Brooks Koepka is everybody calls DeChambeau the mad scientist.
Yeah.
I think Koepka is actually the mad scientist and DeChambeau is Frankenstein.
I think, well, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. He's Frankenstein.
Because Koepka is the one that created this. I mean, he punks him out on the course,
I was going to call him the bully, but I like your analogy.
No, I don't. Yeah. I mean, I think Koepka was trying to bully him.
Yeah.
And
backfired.
Bryson took it Bryson took it in a different way that Brooks meant it. And Bryson turned what was meant to be a negative into a positive.
Exactly.
And I think it's completely now backfired, which again is Dr. Frankenstein and Frankenstein. And I think, well, I guess it's not Frank, but Dr. Frankenstein and the monster. And, Brooks Koepka created. Go. So hold on. So Koepka came into the season.
Is Santa back again? Because your internet's acting up again. Has Santa entered the building somewhere? Your internet's acting up.
Fairies. Probably sprinkling fairy dust. He's probably sprinkling elf dust.
There you go.
It's either elf dust or reindeer shit. I don't know which one. It's like, what's that smell? Dixie ain't here, so I'm wondering what that smell is.
Oh boy.
Am I back?
Not really. I can hear you briefly, but your video's not really back. Your video's not back. Here we go. Hold on. Coming back.
Hold on. You come back.
Here, let me kill the live stream.